start recording. All right, and we're on Nomad. I think we just fast forward to catch up with them. Nomad start. Ooh, the town center's pretty close. So let's zoom out.
But Jesse is close gold and a close stone.
Yeah. Better position for Jesse than for Fredinhiovic, who has basically only berries here, ore, and then in the very back he has some resources.
Could easily deal with it.
Okay.
Oh, and he'll scout. Yeah, now he knows.
I don't like this house too much, to be honest. It's too close to the town center.
No, but Fredinhiovic now knows where Jesse's TC is. But does Jesse know?
So Fredinhiovic should know, and I think.
I don't think Jesse will.
Jesse does not know.
No.
Of course he does not know.
Maybe he saw the villager coming down, but walling.
So let's see. So what in terms of civilizations, we have the Britons for Jesse and the Sicilians for Fredinhiovic. So go me there.
We see some donjons here.
Yes, some donjons.
So usually Freddy's doing the fast casting, right? That might be that he's going for a different approach there.
And he does. The donjon is up.
And
now we're live. We're basically caught up to the players, and the donjon is up. And look at this. It's similar. That's why the tomb castle is also donjon. It's the same style. It's very tall, very thin and tall.
Can you explain the difference between the dungeon and the tower again?
Well, donjon is bigger than a tower, has more HP, but costs a little bit more stone.
How much more?
It's now they changed 175, and I think they start with a little bit of extra stone. So if we go to the stone count of Fredinhiovic, he collected a lot of stone in the meantime. But it's so that you can build a donjon and then also repair it, because it used to be the case that you could build the donjon because it was 200 stone and then not repair it because you didn't have any stone. So basically tower rushing Sicilians used to be a good strategy because they weren't able to defend with a counter tower.
And also you don't need villages. It's like you can build sergeants and build dungeons with the sergeants, right?
Indeed, but we don't see any sergeants. But maybe we'll see them later. But in terms of map position, Jesse has a nice map position.
And Jesse's scared. Look at the defensive tower.
Yeah, I mean,
not
not the best position.
Yeah,
Now Freddy,
deleting the barracks.
Deleting the barracks. Probably wants to go for some aggression on water, and indeed he is. He is killing the fishing ships of Jesse the Emperor, and that's a big loss for him.
Yeah, but this already, when playing against me, this was a weakness of Jesse the Emperor, the fish.
Yes, indeed. So that's something he needs to work on. And this tower just protects the berries once the berries run out. I don't think the tower serves a lot of purpose.
No, it does nothing.
There's nothing. The water is definitively lost. I mean, you might want to do a comeback, but I think better would be to just try to go to Castle Age and make something happen then. But he doesn't quite have the food because the fishing ships have been killed. The berries will run out, and we only have 2 farms.
Are the sergeants already available in Feudal Age?
Of course they are.
I think Freddy is just not knowing that he can build dungeons with sergeants.
Yes, he probably...
And that he can produce sergeants out of the dungeons.
Indeed.
How does a sergeant compare to a meta knight?
It's quite similar.
Pretty similar, but they get the automatic upgrade once you go to Castle Age, which makes it much stronger. So they have 1 less attack, I guess, and 1 more armor. And more armor against arrows. So they're quite...
build the donjons.
And they can build the donjon. So it's quite easy to overwhelm your opponent with like spamming out the sergeants. Now you have the problem. See, Jesse the Emperor, the berries have run out. He did not collect enough food to go to Castle Age, and now he's stuck in this kind of feudal age limbo.
Also, the deer, besides his town center, he can't pick it because but he could take the boar. Why didn't he take the boar?
Probably doesn't see it.
But now,
he does see it.
Now he's migrating to somewhere else.
Yeah, he's just
taking his woodline. What?
A lot of because there's nothing else he could take.
Build the markets.
Yeah, he should build a market. Now this donjon is maybe a little bit too far back. Okay, he wants to take. Well, that's not necessary. Just rushing the tower maybe would have been better.
Yeah, but is it really necessary? Because this tower is doing nothing.
Not at all.
Now it's when he builds farms around it.
Yeah, but he could just come in from the other side here.
Yeah.
And then pressure. I mean, basically, Fredinhiovic, if he plays this right, he has already won this matchup because he has encircled his opponent with these donjons, who have 1000 HP and tower only has 700, but otherwise they're pretty comparable in terms of total stats. But we know that Jesse is not one to give up easily.
Maybe this game will take another hour.
Yeah, it could take another hour, and we're already behind the schedule, but Jesse needs the training. He needs to, like, he spent 10 hours coming here, so we should give him some time for training and preparing and enjoying the Couch Cup. But yeah, Fredinhiovic making sure that Jesse's not coming back on water, killing the dock. And yeah, now this tower is being shot down, but then the donjon doesn't do too much. And now Fredinhiovic first up to Castle Age. The stable is already up. Sicilian Knights so deadly because they negate half of the bonus damage. So Spearmen only do a measly 4 bonus damage against the Knights. So basically they're useless against the Knights.
What?
Yes.
What's that bonus?
Okay, so Force Play Brother, who is basically kind of new to the game. Let's quickly go to the Civ tree. So Sicilians and blah blah blah. Land military units receive 50% less bonus damage. So that means their knights are.
Yeah, now the GG castle drop.
You should play more forward.
Yes, should be more forward. And here you see the sergeants have been upgraded automatically. So if you had already some sergeants and then went up to Castle Age, immediately you have the power spike of like 3 armor without upgrades. That's quite a lot in Castle Age. Now the knights are in, and yeah, basically it's GG for Jesse the Emperor. Just
see how long he can hide in the corners.
Yes, I mean he's already trying. I mean, see the great migration happening, but Fredinhiovic will see this because he has the buildings over there. And the knights make sure that they kill all the survivors. Now we are down to 24 villagers for Jesse the Emperor. The castle is there. The castle will just shoot down. The barracks. There's the farms will get stolen, putting insult to injury. And there's nothing that Jesse can do in this position. I mean, he now managed to get to Castle Age, but he's already too late. But he is able to drop another town center. You know that the town centers are cheaper for the Britons. So
because he doesn't have any eco. He has 3 on wood, 3 on food, 4 on stone, and an eco.
But who needs eco, right? I mean, you just need to win the game.
Sneaking.
And I mean, sneaking.
Sneaking.
Disrespect villager.
2 disrespect villagers, low HP disrespect villagers.
Rolling the teeth.
And yeah, now a stable, and I think this castle doesn't have fletching, so that's something. If you build that many donjons and castles, fletching would be a good idea because then you might be able to reach over to the town center as well. But yeah, we're just waiting basically. It's a waiting game. Okay, it's quite a loud noise, but not as loud as the laptop of Splay Buzzer, which was ridiculous. And so I think soon we're gonna finish this third session of the, or this first session of the day out of 4 sessions.
4 sessions.
So it's
5.
No, it's 3.
And 4. Oh, 4.
Yeah, it's 4. 3.5. As we need to play 21 games, and you think like, okay, we have already seen so many amazing games. How can these guys play on? But we just have to finish the group stage today so that we can go on a boat ride tomorrow.
We played only 6 games now.
Yes, only 6 out of 21, but that's 6. No, 3 games. No, 6 games.
6 games, yeah.
Out of 21, so that's not too bad. So we're basically still roughly in schedule. We're gonna have a break after this game. Gonna jump into the river, even though it's raining. But we're all so heated up. We just need something to cool down. Then we're gonna go for lunch break, and then we continue with the action. And yeah, Freddy just needs to finish this. I mean, he goes up 2-0. So Freddy, the rising star, basically already making his way to the next stage almost.
I think he needs one more win.
He needs one more win, but should be possible now. Jesse having this smile on his face. It's like, I'm gonna lay him some gold over here. Still, what happened to the disrespect villagers? Okay, I think
Okay, trying to tower. Disrespect tower,
the
yeah.
disrespect tower denying the gold. I mean, what else can he do in this position? He has 22 villagers, but he has this town center up there.
But what's the villager difference?
It's ridiculous. It's 61 to 23, so it's like 3 times. And he produces spearmen against the sergeant. Sergeant's perfect counter against the spearmen. And they cannot run it into CC at least, unless they have the armor upgrade, which they don't. And now the gold has been denied, but there's just a counter donjon coming up, and the donjon is a little bit stronger, especially since it gets a bonus once you get up to the castle age. You get extra HP and an extra arrow, so it fires 2 arrows in the castle age and has more HP. So donjon's getting stronger and stronger throughout the game. Jesse the Emperor being housed at 30 population.
Oh.
And yeah, this does not look good for him.
Freddy now should just add in a seed workshop and finish it.
Yes, this TC is still standing. Like, why do you not just kill this TC?
I mean, there's nothing working there, but the other TC just add a seed workshop and ram it down.
Yes, indeed. And that's it. But I think he's just occupied with this like small dispute over here. Just ignore this. Just go to a different gold pile maybe, and just finish out the game. Now the knights roaming around, Sicilian knights, with some upgrades. And yeah, it was just a waiting game at this point. Now sergeants having a lot of sergeants actually, but no upgrades. And Jesse the Emperor is housed again because one of his houses was destroyed. So he is at his trademark 30 population. Like if you remember the last Couch Cup, there was a show match between him and Heraka where he just stayed at 30 population. It was like, okay, I don't need more. So that's what he's trying to do here, but it's not going to be enough against Freddy.
Falling back into his old spearman ways here.
Yes, with the spearman. Jesse the one-handed, almost. Like, I think he's just holding the PC. No, it's like, what? No, he is back to the one-handed, but I think he's gonna call it. And yeah, this game is over. Now let's see a juicy mango shot on his own units. Was that an attack round?
Sick.
That was an attack round, I guess.
Maybe another one.
And this villager gets killed, so now we're...
Donjon. I didn't know you were there. I was scouting on that, but except that dragon.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, juicy shot! I mean, did only kill one, but nice. And the Sicilian scouts don't even need to run, they can just engage. They can just engage, because look at this. The spearmen don't do too much.
I just said about 10 seconds from the tower and started to shoot it.
Yeah. Just engage the spearmen, and the knights can just clean this up, and then I think it's gonna be over soon. Now caught up to life gameplay. Another town center for Jesse the Emperor, but
Yeah, this is insane, this shit. Also, when you play it, you get so many town centers.
the last
The
town
game was
center.
basically over.
Oh, Gummy Bear spreading the virus,
The
just
game was
sneezing all over us, all over the mouses.
No worries. Matches on next.
Alright, so.
yeah, when the game basically
Make
over
pause.
and he has 5 TCs.
So, which civilization gets the hill fort technology, where the town centers have extra range? And there's another one that gets, like, where the town centers shoot without garrison villages.
Oh yeah.
So that one might be civilization for you.
What did I have in the first game? I think it was with the extra arrows.
Yeah, but we're just waiting here. It's just a waiting game at this point. More migration happening. And Jesse's watching the stream while we're casting in the same room. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but-
Malians.
The
get
Malians.
Town centers fire 5 extra arrows.
So that might be one for Jesse the Emperor in the future.
Yeah, that I had in the first game.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't research it, but
Of course, because why would you? Another castle up, and Jesse just doesn't call it. He's migrating, but I think the game is gonna be over soon. We have 3 minutes back today. We know that the game is over already, and we know that Freddy really went up 2-0 so far. So the rising star is really
So which
performing.
means he's first place currently.
He is currently first
Even
place.
before Splaybuzzer.
Force play buzzer.
What's up?
Rising Star
Yes, he's
plays one.
Rising Star in top 4 is.
All right, and with this.